He scores! Hello and welcome from inside Baxter Arena for Game 2 of this weekend series, an early 8 o'clock puck drop where Kansas looks to bounce back after a tough 6-1 loss last night. That lone goal coming from senior forward number 10 Alex Adler, and it looks like towards the end of the game, that third period, the Jayhawks played great, so it's just again that tough second period being their victim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the biggest things today to work on from yesterday is time of possession. We absolutely got killed on possession time yesterday by Creighton. And also our power play. We had 4 straight minutes of power play in the third period and weren't able to capitalize on that. So I think our power play unit needs to come out today and show out.
And for Kansas, there are no changes in the lineup except for number 20, John Hannigan, being out. He left the game early last night due to an injury. I think he got hit up high, as he did have to see the trainer for a little bit, but he is not warming up this morning. But either way, that's the only change to the lineup for the Jayhawks. For the Bluejays, I'm not too sure, as again, we don't have a roster to match the names with the numbers. But warm-ups just finishing up here in Omaha. Teams heading to the bench to get a last-minute pep talk from the coaches.
Yeah, and so now the Jayhawks are looking to get their first win of the season. It started tough 0-3 record to start the season, but we're looking to get back in the win column today. And another key component of today's game will be shots on net. Is we got outshotted by almost 40 shots yesterday, so that's another thing today. We just got to get pucks on net. We have to make their goalie work for the win. And yeah, we're looking to get our first win today. Gabe, do you think we can do it?
Absolutely, I think so. And the mindset was there when we got back to the hotel, just talking with some of the guys and hearing what they had to say about the game. And I think they're ready to go.
I agree. And we'll see if they have what it takes in about a couple minutes when puck drop happens. Here in Omaha, Nebraska. Chilly morning.
And it looks like there will be a change just to the starting lineup. I believe that'll be John Feeney out there with Adler and Malcolm Johnson. And then back at the blue line, none other than Caleb Dusso and Blake Hearn. And then in goal will be Mitch Miles.
It'll be interesting today, too, Gabe, to see if things stay physical, because yesterday most of the game was completely physical. There was a lot of roughhousing and a lot of high checks, open ice hits. It'll be very interesting to see if that continues today. And if so, how will the Jayhawks respond, and will they be able to keep up with Creighton's physicality, as now the national anthem will be played.
You can see the little bit of confusion here as Kansas was ready to go, even the refs were, but Creighton players knew that the anthem would be played, so we will step aside for just a second. that'll do it for the anthem as the players will put their helmets back on and then get the actual final pep talks from their coaches.
As puck drop is not moments away. This early 8 a.m. puck drop.
Those of you tuning in, thank you for getting up early and spending part of your Sunday morning with us, and hopefully it'll be a great game to kick off your Sunday, followed by hopefully some good NFL games as well. As it'll be Alex Adler to take the draw against Creighton's number 9. And it looks like the faceoff is won by Kansas, but quickly taken back over by number 18, and dodging a hit there from number 10, Alex Adler, was number 18, as Caleb Dusso quickly on the puck. He's going to backhand pass it over to John Feeney. Feeney takes it away. He's going to get around one man and get the puck into the zone. Now it's going to be number 9 for the Blue Jays up on the left wing. He's going to wait a little bit before trying to throw a shot on net, but it's tipped to the far corner. Has Feeney on it again. He'll try to loft that one out of the zone back for where number 11 for Creighton will play it. As it's going to be Vitopka. Bulldozes one guy as he'll go crashing into the boards. As it's then thrown to the corner, it's going to be number 9. Quickly sending it back the other way, up to number 21, and a nice play there by Ben Williams. Kansas right out the gate, starting the physical play as Vitopka try to poke it loose. It's going to be number 6 with a shot tripped up. And Ben Williams will fall down in the crease as well. He'll get right back up. He'll play it over to Vitopka, who then gets it over to Barker. That puck taken away by number 3 as Jackson Reed gets knocked down right in front of the scorer's table. And number 20 gets tripped up there by Ben Williams. And it looks like a headman pass intended for Barker. So he got tangled up with number 2 on the Blue Jays. And it'll be Fontanetta trying to poke the puck loose. Cole Walsh right in front of the bench. As it's thrown cross-ice over to Reinhardt, who then throws it back to the corner. Off the glass, they try to send it out, but that weird bounce in favor of the Jayhawks as it ramps up off the stick of Cole Walsh and out of play.
Quick minute 51 already. It was very interesting to see if any of the Jayhawk or even the Blue Jays had tired legs after, we got back to the hotel a little late, early start, but it looks everyone's ready to play today as things are already getting physical in the first minute and 51 seconds.
As the faceoff is won by Kansas, a shot right away by Fontanetta gets deflected into the corner as Zach Roberts goes to play it. Looks like he tried to throw that one on net or just around the boards, but either way, the Blue Jays will get it out. And a nice poke check there by Schubert gets the puck away from number 13, but it'll get it right back. 13, a backhand shot on the short side. The rebound going over to number 20. Number 20 try to pass it up to 12 at the point, right in front of the Jayhawk bench, and it goes all the way back. This time it'll be number 5 on it. He'll play it around over to number 12, who then is shrugged off the puck there by Alex Adler. John Feeney going to keep it, and over to Adler, shoots one just right on the doorstep. Couldn't connect on the net there. Now it's going to be Malcolm Johnson back behind the net for the Jayhawks, trying to free it up. Schubert from the point. Feeney trying to tip that one, but it's going to be taken away. Number 23 for Creighton on the left wing. A shot right to the glove of Miles. And a whistle with 17:09 left to go in the first period.
It'll be interesting to see if Mitch Miles can keep up his good play. He's been very solid in the first period of every game that he's played so far this season, so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that up.
As the faceoff won by Creighton, it's going to be number 12 skating it up before taking a shot in the slot. Miles kicking that one away, and the Jayhawks trying to use the boards to send it out. A nice block up front there by Blake. Hearn gets it up to Feeney. Feeney on the wing with speed. A shot right to the glove there of number 30 for Creighton. It's good. He'll hang on for a whistle.
It's good to see Jayhawks already getting shots up. Something that we had struggles with yesterday, as I already mentioned. We were outshot about by roughly 40 shots, give or take. So it's good to see we're already putting shots up, making their goalie have to work for these saves.
As a face-off one over to Vitopka as he tries to rim that one around. Holding the line there was Blake Hearn. Hearn tried to backhand it up the other way, lost his stick, and will have to rush to the bench to get a new one. It's going to be Williams now, skating it up through center. And a delayed penalty here on Creighton as a shot from Williams, held on to by number 30.
This now be 5-on-4 power play for Kansas. It'll be interesting to see if we're able to capitalize on this, because as I already mentioned in the intro, yesterday we were not able to capitalize on a single penalty that was in our favor. So it'll be interesting to see if our power play unit comes out strong today, as number 11 is going to the sin bin.
It'll look like it won't be 11. It'll be number
1.
Didn't see what the penalty call was there just because of the confusion of who it was going to the box. But either way, it's going to be, as you said, Richie, a 5-on-4 power play for Kansas within the first 5 minutes. So that'll be huge for them if they want to sort of take the momentum that they have right now. Instead, right off the face-off, Creighton wins it. They'll clear it all the way back, and it's going to be left for Malcolm Johnson. A pass to Feeney. And Feeney up to Duso. Duso on the left wing. He'll throw it to the corner, then race right after it. Duso still working with the puck there as he has it over to Johnson. Back over to Feeney. Feeney in the deep slot. Finds it back over to Johnson. Johnson, it's thrown to the corner. It'll be Duso with it. Caleb Duso waiting around before passing it to Adler. Adler shoots one through traffic, and it's Barker trying to tip that one in, but it's kicked away there by 30. A shot by Barker, sticked aside there by number 30. As number 19 for the Blue Jays, trying to get it out of the zone, but great pressure there by Griffin Barker as the Blue Jays will dump it down. About 50 seconds left to go on the power play for Kansas. As Feeney back behind the net. Wraps it around over to Duso. Duso with a saucer pass, trying to feed it up to Vitopka as it ends up going over to number 11 for the Blue Jays. Number 11 will clear it down. 14:50 left to go here in the game. It's a scoreless tie right now. As racing in there is Roberts. Roberts still with it. Drops it back to Vitopka. Vitopka across to Williams. Williams still with the puck. He's able to shrug off one man before getting it back over to Vitopka. Vitopka skating around over to Roberts. Roberts shooting one through traffic, and it looks like that went wide. And that's about it for the Kansas power play. A couple good looks and a lot better job of puck control. Now number 14 for the Blue Jays tries to dump it in, but it's off the shin pad of Will Vitopka, who is using the body there to get that one up. As Kim, if he had 2 feet, well, 2 hands on the stick rather, that you would have won that battle. As it's going to be Hearn playing it back over to Roberts. Roberts trying to get the headman pass. So it looked like he was trying to find Blake Hearn. As Roberts will try to wrap it out again. As it's finally out of the zone for Kansas, it'll be number 20 for the Blue Jays with it. Skating it back and then chipping it up. Back to the stick of Blake Hearn. He'll backhand that one in the zone. And number 2 for Creighton will be on it. Around to number 3. Back over to the corner. Jackson Reed got there first as he tried to make a pass off the boards. It's going to be a Hearn with a shot through traffic, but it hit a man up front, wouldn't find the net. As it's going to be number 20 with it again. And a nice poke check there by Duso, and it's going to be covered up there by Miles.
Good save by Miles. It was interesting to see in the power play. With much better looks than yesterday. We got a lot more shots, about 3 or 4 shots on that 2-minute power play. So already a much better look than yesterday's power play. And also, as you were saying, the puck possession, so far it looks like it is about even, maybe even favoring us. So it's very good to see the adjustments being made from yesterday's game.
As Adler on the draw over to Duso. To Feeney. As it's then sent up over to number 21. Duso off the boards, trying to get it over to Johnson, but number 20 takes it away again. A shot kicked away there by Miles as it's still loose, and he's laying on top of it.
A great blocker save by Mitch Miles, and just to lay flat on it, get a stoppage. Great play by Miles again. Seems very locked in to start today with about 12:50 left in this first period. This Creighton is going for a full line change. As the faceoff will be in Kansas Jayhawk D zone. Again, a complete 5 new legs on the ice for Creighton.
And they'll win the draw as it's number 5 through traffic from the blue line. Couldn't find the net there as it's going to be up to Johnson, who finds Adler. Adler just throws that one to the corner, and he'll let the wingers go to work. As it's thrown to the corner, number 15 for the Blue Jays gets it up to number 18, and a nice poke check attempt there by Schubert. Zach Schubert grew up playing on this exact rink as he played for Westside. Schubert up to Johnson. Johnson across to Pendleton, who tried to feed it up to Jonah Kim. Kim lost control as it's number 7 with it. A saucer pass over to number 18. Number 18 trying to get a little fancy there. His shot, and it's going to be covered up by Miles. And a penalty on Kansas for tripping.
Creighton will be up a man, about 5'4". So it'll be to see if our PK unit can come out and have a good penalty kill just start this game. As Zach Schubert will be going to the sin bin, number 17. 11:52 left in the first period. So see if our PK unit can hold things down. And again, before the penalty was called, a good blocker save again by Mitch Miles, as he is really locked in today. So just hope we can continue that.
Again, Gabe Daniel joined by Richie Obeid on the call as the faceoff was won by Kansas. Ben Williams able to clear it, but unable to get it out as number 11 held the line. And he'll catch a pass from number 20. A shot through traffic, hit a stick up front, so it's thrown to the corner to the left of goaltender Mitch Miles. Number 18 skating up. He'll drop it back over to number 21. A shot. It looked like it hit Cole Walsh, and that's just one of the defensemen that really blocks so many shots, and you don't even know if it's intentional half the time. As it's number 20 with it. Over to 11. Back over to number 20. Pressured off by Williams. It'll force a pass over to number 11 as it was tipped up front, and just lucky that it went wide. As Williams trying to send it out of the zone. As the Blue Jays still have it, it's going to be number 19 with it. And a one-time shot there by number 20, and he scores.
Yeah, again, Creighton was able to keep the whole minute and a second in their offensive zone, so PK unit just has to get a better jump on the puck and try to get it back into a neutral zone and set it down, but we were unable to there, and a 1T from number 20 goes in the net. It's 1-0 early, about 10:51 left in the first period. Now it'll be interesting to see if Kansas can bounce back. They fought a lot of leads this season so far, playing behind, so now let's see if we can even it up. Because again, there's a lot of time left in this period and game. As we win the faceoffs, Kansas wins the faceoff.
As it's dumped in, John Feeney on it. Feeney trying to poke it away, trying to keep it in the zone for Kansas. Blake Hearn racing in there to help him out as Feeney wrapped that one around the boards. Feeney to Duso. Duso back to Feeney, who had it in the corner. As he'll have to throw it around, and looks like Adler just got tossed to the ice. No call there. This is a shot by number 13, blocked away by Miles, as it'll be Duso finding it up over to Johnson. Johnson able to throw it into the corner. It'll be 2 Jayhawks on it. A nice hit there by Malcolm Johnson. Although the Blue Jays take it away, it's going to be sent up to number 1, but quickly forced back the other way by Blake Hearn. That'll get a change going for the Jayhawks. Off the boards, up to number 1. Number 1 with it, dodging the Kansas defenders as he tried a one-time shot. It looked like kicking that one away was Miles, and a drive from the point by number 3. And on the back door was number 17.
As again, Miles, there's not much he can do on that as the back door is wide, completely open. And Creighton gets early 2 goals back-to-back in about less than a minute. 9:26 left in the first period, so now Kansas will be playing behind down 2. So it'll be interesting to see if we can battle back or if we let the early adversity get to us. So number 9 is skating, far corner. To number 3. Number 3 is skating, right crease, back in the corner.
Apologize for the delay. It looks like there's some technical difficulty going on. We try to fix that.
Is there a scuffle on the right side of Mitch Miles? Number 9 for Creighton keeps it in. And a big open ice hit. Going for the puck is number 2. Creighton is on his bum. Kansas is struggling to keep it out of our own D zone. So we're fighting to get it back in neutral ice. This is a 4-man scuffle around the boards. Fighting for the puck, and it finally gets out of our D zone as Creighton has to reset. Number 18 skating through middle ice. Streaking through the middle. Pass to number 9 on the right side. Number 9 back skate, shoots. Comes free, but Mitch Miles' glove saves it. High stick, poked it out of his glove. So get another glove save by Mitch Miles. The thing that's becoming very common is yesterday he had a bunch of glove saves. Actually, he faced 60 shots yesterday. He had 90% goal save percentage. So it's pretty good when you're facing 60 shots. As this faceoff will be in neutral ice. As the one is won by the Jayhawks. It's number 30, the goalie for Creighton. Blocker saves it. Just eats it up right there. It's good to see Jayhawks still trying to put shots up here. You know, just can't let an early lead get to us and have to keep trying to battle back. This is face-off will be in Creighton D zone. As Creighton wins the draw. And number 14 for Creighton is streaking up with it. Flips it in to their offensive zone. It's battled out. So now both 14s are battling for it as it's turnover to Jayhawks. Blocked up high and covered for another face-off that'll be coming in Creighton D zone. It's good to see the forechecking still happening for Kansas. As Kansas will have a whole line change, 5 fresh legs on the ice for the Jayhawks. And I think Creighton will do the same, yeah. So 10 new legs on the ice for this game as the face-off is won by Creighton again. There's a 4-man scuffle for it as it comes out now. It's a neutral ice. So number 22 passing it to 16 on Creighton. 16 taking a shot. Eaten up by Mitch Miles. Mitch Miles doing a good job of just eating everything up so far. Just being a magnet as he can. Anything he can see and control, he's doing a good job blocking it. Face-off will be in Kansas D zone. Is won by Creighton, but quickly taken away by number 16 on Kansas. Just skating with it. Here comes number 23. Hit off the puck is number 14 for Creighton. Or retain the puck possession. 14 still trying to get out of the D zone. Quick shot by 23, a little up high. Back out to Kansas, number 16. Rips it in, and he scores. And he scores to bring this game to 2-1. A great response by Kansas hockey. That was set up by a good forecheck, and 16 was able to rip it from the point. But it just passed the goaltender.
And it looks like we finally have the video back. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. So I'm probably going to hear about that one, just how the video was down for a little bit. But either way, Blake Hearn from the point, making it a 1-goal game. As Adler trying to get it up over to Feeney.
Yeah, I think so.
As it's quickly dumped into the zone. This is number 19 with it for the Blue Jays. He's going to skate down with speed. He takes a shot off the post and it goes in. So a quick answer for Creighton. As it is now 3-1.
That's something that just you hate to see. Once you fight back, get a goal, you feel things are starting to go your way, momentum's finally back on your side, and boom, quick answer by Creighton. You know, it just seems like this weekend they've had all the answers for us, and there goes another one as they respond quickly and bring this back to another 2-goal game. So 3-1 with 6:25 left in the first period.
So Kim won the draw, back over to Schubert. A quick backhand pass over to Vitopka, who quickly dumps it in. Off the boards, it'll go over to number 11 for the Blue Jays as he tries to wrap it around the boards, and a big hit there by Vitopka, trying to get the energy surging back for Kansas. Up to Barker. Barker trying to poke it away from number 11, a bouncing puck, and preventing the Blue Jays from even getting it back was Schubert, as Roberts will backhand it into the zone. As it'll be number 19 for Creighton, who lofts it up back over to Roberts, who gets it to Vitopka, who cranks it off the glass over to Kim. Kim using his body against the boards, holding the line there was Roberts, who rifles it back in there. That'll get a change going for the Jayhawks. As number 11 for Creighton skates it in, makes a toe drag. He'll get a backhand pass through the slot, but the Jayhawks able to get it out of the zone as number 3, a crossover to number 17. 17 shot right to the glove of Miles for a whistle.
As I was saying earlier, Mitch Miles' glove is working nicely this away series and the series against Nebraska, so it's good to see he's still using it. Again, 5:13 left in this first period. Kansas down 2. It's 3-1 as a score. Be interesting to see if we can answer.
As it'll be number 7, Jackson Reed with it.
It's number 3 for Creighton. Skates it through our D zone. And it's quickly hit away. They have to reset. Creighton has possession as they pass it back. And flip into net for a stoppage. It's been difficult for Kansas to be able to get out of our D zone. So it's right there to be able to fight for and get it back and neutralize for a reset. Again, we're having a little technical difficulties with the stream today. As this faceoff will be in Creighton D zone. As one by Creighton. As number 1 skates the puck within their D zone. Passes it up to number 2 for Creighton. Creighton's getting it up. Back and neutralized. Number 7 coming up the middle. Number 7 skating it. Hit off the poked off the stick. Still in our D zone. Sent to the front. Blocked down by Kansas. Kansas sends it 23. Back to number 18. Struggling to keep the puck on her sticks today. But it's okay. Struggling and we're neutralized. Number 17 for Creighton. Skating it through. Neutralized.
This is a big open ice hit there by Malcolm Johnson as the Jayhawks almost had a nice break, but number 20 for the Blue Jays able to take it away, and it's going to be covered up by Miles again. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties with the video. Just a new issue we had starting this morning.
It's interesting to see the physicality is not slowing down as a big open ice hit was laid just there.
As it's going to be a shot from the point, blockered away by Miles, and then held on to again.
Another stoppage with 3:45 left in this first period. Kansas still trailing 3-1 in this game, but there's plenty of time for us to do something as the energy is still there. Now it's just time to capitalize on that energy.
As it's a face-off one over to Hearn. Hearn trying to get it out of the zone, unable to do so as number 18 on it. Number 18 for the Blue Jays. A backhand pass over to number 5. His shot through traffic going wide off the glass. The Jayhawks will get it. Caleb Dusso trying to find it over to Jonah Kim. So the Blue Jays held it in. It's going to be Vitopka sending it out of the zone, and a nice hit there on number 14. As with it's going to be number 16, Blake Hearn. Dropping it back to Dusso, a saucer pass intended for Jonah Kim. Goes a little too far. And back over to number 9. Dusso taking it away. He'll rim that one in off the boards. 2:48 left to go here in period number 1. 3-1 the score in favor of Creighton. As it'll be over to Reinhardt. His shot right to the glove of number 30 for the Blue Jays. And held on to.
Good snapshot by Reinhardt. Right point blank range. No dice, but goal eats it up for Creighton. It's still 3-1, but face-off will be in Creighton D zone. Be interesting to see if we get a play set up on a face-off win with 2:34 left in the first period.
And it looks like Creighton won the face-off there as it'll be passed around over to number 12. A headman pass up to number 16, who then found it over to number 13. That's Eli Pendleton. As Reinhardt got it out. Try to pass it across over to Jackson Reed. Reed to Fontanetta, who turned it over at center ice. A shot by number 6 going over the net there. Was racing for it was Pendleton. He's able to throw it into the zone. And on it is going to be number 19. Number 19 for the Blue Jays hit off the puck there. This is going to be sent over to number 12. Pendleton trying to battle along the boards. As he was able to intercept that pass. He got it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt throws it into the corner. Feeney racing after it. As it's a nice takeaway there by Adler. Back to Feeney, to Adler again through traffic, just going wide. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Or not a penalty. It looks like there was going to be one.
I think the call, Gabe, was they said he covered up the puck and a stick jarred it loose. So they're saying that the goalie had it and it was hit out of his possession by a stick.
As the Blue Jays are able to dump it out of the zone, it'll be Ben Williams on it for the Jayhawks. A nifty move through the legs of number 22 before a headman pass up to Feeney. John Feeney, a wrist shot kicked away there by the goaltender for Creighton. It's just a headman pass up over to number 21, but it goes the length for an icing. So 52.1 seconds left on the clock here in period number 1. 3-1 still the score, but Kansas looking much better than yesterday.
The faceoff will be in Creighton D zone. 52 seconds left, as Gabe said.
And unable to hold the line there was number 16, Blake Hearn, as he'll quickly throw it into the corner. As it's lofted up and into the air, racing after it, Blake Hearn. For Kansas, try to get it out. A failed clearing attempt goes right over to number 21 off the back door. They tip it in and make it 4-1.
Quick 3-goal lead by Creighton is, again, another backdoor tip in. It's the second backdoor tip-in play that we've seen just in this first period alone. About 20.3 seconds left, and KU is now down 3 as the score is 4-1. As again, number 22 with the backdoor tip-in. And that just goes back to puck possession. We just have to do a better job of getting out of our D zone.
As number 11, Caleb Duso on it for the Jayhawks, throws it into the corner. Racing to apply the pressure, there was Jonah Kim. Duso rips one from the point, and it takes a weird bounce off the corner over to Barker, who tried to rim it around, but the puck will come all the way back, and that does it for period number 1. An early 4-1 lead for Creighton. As we'll be back in just a little bit for period number 2. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obeid, and we're going to see if we can figure out some of the technical difficulties we've been having.
do the period change.
Hello and welcome back inside Baxter Arena. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid, and a tough first period for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, definitely, Gabe, because now we're facing a 3-goal deficit. It's 4-1 Creighton. Again, puck possession really got to us, and our PK unit also, they scored a power play goal. They scored two backdoor tip-ins, so just about keeping a man where a man needs to be and making sure everyone's guarded on the ice. I mean, there's still a lot of time, 2 whole periods to come back in this game. So, I mean, we just have to fight this adversity. We have to come back slowly but surely, but we can put up a fight and get this game back to even try to pull out a win. Is this is our last game of this road series in Omaha, Nebraska, as we go back to Lawrence after games. So let's see if we could get a happy road trip back home, eh?
Absolutely, and hopefully it's going to be a better period for us up here in the little broadcast area. We had a little
definitely
difficulties with the video, so Blake Hearn, I do sincerely apologize for the video being down during your goal. Either way, 4-1 to score. The Jayhawks looking to have a quick answer to get back into this one. Both teams making their way back onto the ice, skating their laps, getting that last little stretch in before they go back to work.
It'll be interesting to see if Kansas is willing to fight back in this game.
It looks like the ref's having difficulty closing the door, so I'm going to go help him out real quick.
Oh, he finally got it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
All right. I was ready to run down there and close the door for him. I don't think the camera quite picked that up, but he was.
The door's been tough this weekend. But as I was saying, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there's still some fight in the Jayhawks, to see if we actually still want to come back and win this game. As coach is saying the last words, and the second period will be underway shortly.
It looks like same starting 5 for Kansas to get things going.
Again, growing pains for a new team starting the season. It's only the 4th game for this Jayhawk team. So, growing pains are expected, but now let's see if we can battle back, fight some of those pains as puck drop is about to happen.
And it looks like Adler to take the draw against number 20 for the Bluejays as it's won over to number 18. And a nice defensive pressure there by Blake. Hearn sends the puck over to Caleb Dusso. Dusso back to Hearn, who then finds Feeney. Feeney waits before getting it across over to Johnson. Johnson across to Dusso. It looked like he tried to find Adler with the headman pass. Could not connect there. There's a nice interception there by Johnson. Johnson will curl around before skating it up. He is able to get it out of the zone, just couldn't connect the pass there as it's dumped back in by the Blue Jays. Caleb Dusso across to Blake Hearn. Hearn to Feeney. Feeney trying to find Adler down center. Unable to connect there. Blake Hearn for the Jayhawks again. Try to connect with Adler off the headman pass. As it's Dusso back to Johnson. Johnson got it up, but it's quickly forced back the other way. Now Caleb Dusso. Back and forth. This period goes. As it's thrown to the corner by number 18, quickly taken by Blake Hearn, who's going to start the play from back behind his own net. It looked like he tried to play it off the boards up to Griffin Barker, but getting there first was number 23 for the Blue Jays, as it was intercepted there by Kim. Jonah Kim trying to fight the puck out for the Jayhawks. Holding the line there was number 11. An odd backhand shot. Knocked aside there by Miles, as it's going to be number 23 for the Blue Jays on the corner. Back behind the Jayhawk net, pressured off the puck there by Johnson and Hearn. Johnson try to wrap it around. It looked like he's trying to find Griffin Barker. The Jayhawks starting to struggle to get it out of their zone, as it has that weird bounce off the little stanchion in the boards. But now it's going to be Hearn with it. Hearn cleared it, unable to get it out, as it's going to be Johnson trying to fight his way out. Caleb Dusso with it again. Dusso off the boards, up to Malcolm Johnson. The Jayhawks finally skated out of the zone as they chip it up. It's going to be Jonah Kim with it. Kim rips one, and it's going to be gloved there by number 30. And a change for the Jayhawks.
The first stoppage in the second period. You know, another common theme that we've been facing in the Nebraska series and yesterday, we just cannot get it out of our D zone. That was about a minute and 45 roughly that we were stuck in our own D zone. That's just, the goalie has to stay alert, the defense gets tired, and that's how goals happen. Luckily, we still are only down 3 and not 4.
As it's going to be Vitopka. The turnover from the Blue Jays sends it back over to Ben Williams. Williams back to Vitopka. Vitopka getting double teamed there, but he's able to keep the puck in as it's going to be Fontanetta. Vitopka, a tripping call. And it will be called here, as it's a delayed penalty on Kansas. Will Vitopka, the guilty party here for tripping, with 16:57 left to go here in period number 2.
That penalty happened right in front of us, Gabe. We saw that. Easy tripping call for the ref to make right there. As now our PK unit has come on the ice. Try to find better luck than yesterday, as Creighton will be up a man with 2 minutes to go. We're at 16:57 left in the second period. Be interesting to see if our PK can step up. This would be a good penalty kill, just trying to shift momentum back to our side.
And it looks like the Blue Jays win this face-off. It's going to be number 21. He's getting heavily pressured there by John Feeney. Feeney trying to get the puck out of the zone, but it's held in there by number 21 for Creighton. He'll send it to number 11. Up to number 21 again. Back to number 11 to the deep slot hole rip one. It's going to be kicked aside there by Miles as it's loose. He'll jump on top of that one for another whistle.
That one almost took a nasty bounce off the boards and ended up going in the net, but luckily Miles found it right behind him. So again, a minute and 35 left in this power play for Creighton as they're up a man. 16:32 left in the second period. A good first shift for Kansas. But again, this faceoff will be in our D zone.
As it's number 23 who left it for number 21. It's going to be taken away by Adler. He's tripped up, and that one will get called.
Again, that will happen again right in front of us. An easy call as Adler was tripped up. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for about a minute and 26, and then about 34 seconds of 5-on-4 Jayhawk hockey. So it'll be interesting now, more spacing, 4-on-4 hockey if we can get something going.
16:23 left to go here inside Baxter Arena here in Omaha, Nebraska. 4-1 the score. I'm Gabe Daniel. Alongside me, Richie Obade. As the faceoff is, looks like it was won by Creighton, but Malcolm Johnson getting the better end of the physical play in the corner. But number 20 for the Blue Jays had a nice break, but he just sends it over the net. And great play there in the corner by Zach Schubert, as Adler and Johnson will go in to help him out with the battle. This is going to be over to Zach Roberts. Roberts from Orleans, Massachusetts. Throws it in to the zone. It's going to be a foot race for the puck. Number 20 on it. He tries a shot off the short side, and it looks like it'll just go right off the shoulder of Mitch Miles as Alex Adler trying to send it out for the Jayhawks. Around over to Roberts as it's dumped out of the zone. Number 11 for the Blue Jays on it. About 25 seconds left to go on the penalty issued to Will Vitopka. And then Kansas will be on the power play for just shy of a minute. As it's over to Jonah Kim. Kim has it taken away by number 11, but a nice interception there by Malcolm Johnson. Johnson on the left wing, able to get it into the zone, and he throws down number 11 on his way in. A headman pass intended for number 19. Naseel waits, he takes a shot and he misses the net there. And it's gonna be Griffin Barker, a backhand pass over to Jonah Kim. An odd man rush for Kansas as Feeney tries to get a pass to the back door. Just couldn't get there in time. As it's gonna be Blake Hearn, poked off the puck there. 8 seconds left to go on the Kansas power play. As the Jayhawks have to get back on side. A saucer pass over to number 18. He's gonna loft that one up high and it hits the ceiling, comes right back down, but we will get a stoppage here.
And that'll bring play back to even strength as both penalties have expired. And that penalty was on number 21 for Creighton, but that is over. And now it's back to even strength hockey with 14:22 left in the second period. Nothing was able to get going for either team. Creighton had about 2 shots on net, but that was about it. Still 4-1 game here in the second period.
As it's gonna be Reed with it. Reed at the blue line has it taken away. Fontanetta trying to battle it in possession of the Jayhawks, but it looks like an icing will be called here on Creighton.
Something we haven't seen much of today. There's only been about 2 to 3 icing calls today, so very quick pace of play today. Not many stoppages. 14:08 left in the second period. Still enough time for Kansas to do something, but it'd be nice to get a goal here in the second period. So this faceoff comes in Creighton D zone.
As it's going to be won by Kansas, but Creighton providing great pressure here, gets it out, and another tripping call on Kansas. And it looks like it'll be on Will Vitopka again.
That's his second tripping of the game. He just got sent in about 2 minutes ago, and he's already back in. Again, 5-on-4 hockey happening for the Creighton right now. His coach is trying to get the bench fired up, trying to get anything they can out of these guys to try to get this game back to even. But again, that'll be 2-minute power play for Creighton as they're up a man, 5-4. 14:03 left in the second period.
So 4-1 the score as the faceoff is won by the Blue Jays. 13:59 left to go here in the middle frame. As it's number 5, a pass across over to 9. Back to number 5. This will wait around. Back to 9. As it's sent back over to number 5. Cycling the puck around on this power play is something that the Blue Jays have been doing really well. A shot by number 5 from the point, deflected wide. As number 5 will get it once more. We'll try it again. Instead, we'll pass it over to number 9 as he's pressured there by Blake Hearn. Blake Hearn with a really good defensive stick. As number 5 with it again. This time he passes it over to 18. It's loose up front, and Adler was able to clear it but couldn't get it out. And it looks like a pass block right there by Caleb Dusso. As it's going to be number 18 for the Blue Jays. To number 5 at the point. Back over to 9. A shot through traffic, and it looks like Miles caught that one with the glove and will get another stoppage here.
Now finally a line change for Kansas. A full line change is that line was out for about 1 minute and 18 seconds. Tired legs, something you don't want on defense, especially on a PK unit. So it's good to get 4 fresh legs out there, as we have not been able to get the puck out of our D zone once this PK yet. With 42 seconds left in this power play.
And it looks like the faceoff is won by Creighton. It's going to be number 11 banking it around to number 20. He finds number 21, a shot through traffic right to the chest of Miles.
Good stop by Miles, just wait to eat it up. About 9 seconds expiring there, so 33 seconds still left on this Creighton power play with 12:36 left in the second period. Still 4-1 game here, but plenty of time for Kansas to do something.
As it's won back over to number 21, who then throws it to 13. Blue Jays really starting to dominate the possession. It's crossed to 20, back to 11, back to 20. So number 11 with it again as it's thrown across to 20. 5 seconds left to go on the penalty handed out to Will Vitopka. as it'll be number 20. Dropping it back to 13. A blocker save there by Miles. As Kansas really struggling to get it out of the zone. As it's number 11, he'll take a shot through traffic, and it looks like it hit a body up front, and it's blocked to the side. Creighton still holding the line there. It takes a weird bounce, goes up high and out of play, and we'll get a change going.
Yeah, that's it again. Creighton is just absolutely dominating on offense, keeping in our zone. The whole power play, the whole 2 minutes was in our D zone. Not a single clearing, nothing. It was completely in our D zone. Yet, since that penalty's been called, we still have yet to get it back in neutral ice. So, tired defensive legs out there right now. 11:41 left in the second period.
Looks like Creighton won the draw, but quickly getting to the puck there was Zach Roberts, a turnover up front. And it looks like Miles coming up with a save there. And it looks like getting reverse hit there was number 6, Brandon Fontanetta. As it's going to be Zach Roberts skating it in. He'll bank it off the boards, and racing after it is going to be Jackson Reed. As it'll be number 3 with it. And a nice hit there along the boards by Jackson Reed. Losing his helmet was number 23. And a stoppage here, not sure what it was.
Jackson Reed laid a great hit on number 23's bucket came off. Has to go for a line change once your helmet comes off. We finally were able to get over our D zone about 3 minutes and a half. But we're finally out. Face off in Creighton D zone. Again, a great hit by Jackson Reed.
And you can hear Will Vitopka from here just trying to be the energy guy, hyping up Jackson for that big hit right along the boards. There's a nice interception there by Malcolm Johnson. Johnson across to Duso, who then finds Kim. Kim up on the right wing, poked off the puck there. As he's going to battle on the boards, trying to feed it over to Duso. There's Feeney in the corner for the Jayhawks. And it seems like after that hit by Reed, the Jayhawks aren't afraid to get physical. There's a shot from Pendleton from the blue line. Covered up there by number 30.
You know, in game we always say how it only takes one goal to shift momentum, but sometimes it only takes one big hit or, you know, one big energy play, and you can really start to feel the momentum shifting. I mean, just from that hit after Jackson Reed, the minute after that, you can just tell we have a little life, we have a little energy now, so it's very good to see. Still down 3.
So as it's turned over to right to Feeney, Feeney throws it back around the boards where Johnson's going to be on it. Johnson getting some help from Jonah Kim now. Kim lost control of the puck. It's taken away by number 5 for the Blue Jays. It's number 1 across the 5, then fed it over to 6, and a nice pass block there, and it looks like the Blue Jays score. Is that one? Can't tell which number that was. It looks like it might have been number 5, making it 5-1.
At even 10 minutes left in the second period. That looked like a 3-on-1 was going on right there. Simple pass and go, and wide open on a 1-T, and now it's 5-1 with 10 minutes left in the second period. You know, just something that just sucks to see after you see momentum starting to go our way, and boom, just like that, we're down 4.
And it looks like the faceoff is won by Creighton. Passed up over to number 7. As it's going to be number 6 with it. A nice hit there in the corner as the Jayhawks trying to get it out. It's going to be Ben Williams able to clear it. Couldn't get it out of the zone as it's dumped back in. Over to number 5. A shot blocked up front by Barker. Over to Walsh. Walsh, a backhand pass over to Williams. Williams up to Vitopka. Vitopka up to Barker. Barker skating in, tries a shot, blockered away there by number 30. Now Vitopka coasting around with speed. Vitopka skates and shoots off the post. It's loose off the rebound. Barker couldn't put it home, but Vitopka able to get the rebound off the boards. He was pushed off the puck. It's going to be Walsh with it. Walsh dodging around number 6. He'll chip it into the zone. And then trying to race after that was Barker, and then a headman pass up to number 17. Got tipped into the zone, so no icing will be called. As it's going to be taken away by Kansas. Barker, a headman up to Duso. Duso trying to find Adler at the wing. Good physical play there by Barker as number 20 will take it away for the Blue Jays. His shot going wide as Reinhardt able to poke that one up. It goes into the bench of the Blue Jays, and we get a stoppage with 8:32 left to go.
And again, it's unfortunate this would be a 5-2 game if, Vitaka didn't hit that post. The post saved Creighton right there from this being a 5-2 game. It's very unfortunate for Kansas not to get a bounce right there. It was a great shot from point-blank range, but it's 5-1.
As it's Duso up to Reinhardt. Reinhardt in front of the bench with it, trying to get it loose, and it looks like it'll go over to Hearn. Hearn trying to send it out of the zone, but holding the line there was number 11 for the Blue Jays. As Creighton takes it back, it's going to be number 22 in the corner, up to 17. As Reinhardt tried to tip it out of the zone. A little back and forth play here, but number 20 for the Blue Jays on the left wing. Tries a shot, and on the back door, it's going to be number 16 tipping it in.
Another backdoor goal. It's easy. It's just all you have to do is skate to the left, pass it in. It's open. It's been open all game. That they've been feeling that's a third or fourth backhanded or backdoor goal. Now it's 6-1 with 7:55 left in the second period. There's nothing that Mitch Miles can do about that. There's a complete wide open man. He's at 6-1 with 7:55 left in the second period. Creighton is now bobbing their heads to this music as Kansas just needs to try to do anything to gain respect in this game.
This is going to be one back over to 11. Quickly pass across over to 19. Dumped all the way down for an icing. So it'll come back all the other end, and it'll be a face-off to the right of number 30.
And 7:41 left in the second period. 6-1 game. Creighton is leading.
As it was one back over to Feeney, who then got it to Hearn. To the back door to Johnson, and that one just almost there.
That wobbled off Johnson's stick. If he got a clean shot off there, it might be a different story, but wobbled off. Easy cover up for number 30 on Creighton. Still good, though. We're still trying to put up shots. We're still battling, even being down 5. Just got to try anything to just gain respect, gain minutes, just do what you got to do. Learn from this.
And right off the faceoff, it's Blake Hearn with a one-time shot. Blockered away there by number 30. It's going to be Johnson, and it looks like a penalty will be called. As it's going to be thrown up to the corner. Getting on there is number 11, Caleb Duso. It'll be 18 with it. And a penalty called here on Kansas. And it's going to be a tripping call on Malcolm Johnson.
There's a third tripping that Kansas has been called for today. The third. As this will be 5-on-4 hockey for Creighton. As the coach is chirping the ref right now, trying to get some calls going our way. It says now 3-1 the call is favoring Creighton. About 7:10 left in the second period. Creighton will be up a man 5-4. Let's see this PK is under energy. Can't get it out of our D zone and give us a chance.
All right, 7:10 left to go. 6-1 the score in favor of Creighton as Adler almost got a piece of that pass. It's just going to be number 23 with it. As it's Hearn trying to clear it out. Unable to do so as it's 21 with a shot. Blocked up front. Number 20 on the rebound. 21 fanning it there. A broken stick on the ice, rather, that looks like the neck guard of number 16, Blake Hearn. So battle along the corner, number 21 with it. He tries a shot. Miles catching that one with the glove. And we'll get a whistle here.
Minute 15 left in this power play again. We have not gotten out of our D zone this entire penalty. It's another 45 seconds, so we're just spent playing Ds. We have a whole line change now coming in. 4 new fresh legs. And it's needed when you can't get out of your D zone. You have tired legs. So a good stoppage by Miles, a glove save to get a whole new line change. As a faceoff will be in our D zone.
As it'll be number 21 with it. His shot from the point goes wide. Number 20 on the back door. Couldn't find the net there. It's number 23, passes it over to 21, back over to 23. 23 will skate down below the goal line, waiting before making a bank pass, and it looks like it'll come all the way back. And picking that up is going to be number 11. Number 11 will skate it up before passing it over to number 21. He'll wait before making a cross-ice pass over to number 20. Saucer pass to number 11, back over to number 21. Tries a shot off the back door, and it looked like getting a block there. Might have been Schubert. It's a shot up front by number 23, and he scores. So it is now 7-1.
As a power play for Creighton scores right there. 5-4 hockey, there's going to be a man open. Point blank range though, however, he buries it. 7-1 with 5:32 left in the second period. It's been a long, tough second period for Kansas. As the skaters are trying to do anything to console Mitch Miles as he's been down back there. 7-1 game, 5:32 left in the second period. Again, that was a power play goal for Creighton.
It's going to be a foot race for the puck, and it looks like Griffin Barker got tripped up there, and the coaching staff for Kansas was wanting the call there. As Adler throws it in, it's just going to be Barker with it. He tries a shot. Looks like it got blocked by a man up front. And then it'll be number 18 for the Blue Jays skating it in. As number 18 tries a shot up front. It's going to be covered up there by Miles.
Cover up with 4:58 left in the second period. Still battling. There's a late hit behind Mitch Miles at the end of that play. No call. But things are still getting physical. Been the common theme of this weekend away series of playing Creighton. 4:58 again left in the second period. Faceoff will be in our D zone. 7-1 is the score.
So it's going to be won back by the Blue Jays over to number 3. Shot through traffic, blocked up front, so it deflected it wide as Ben Williams able to strip that puck away. As it's going to be wrapped back around over to, I believe that was Fontanetta this time. So he's trying to get it out. So it's number 18 with it. He tries a shot right up front, can connect there. Is trying to get it out of the zone was Fontanetta once more. Wrapped around the boards over to Cole Walsh. Walsh on the puck for the Jayhawks, trying to get it up over to Jackson Reed. Then a shot up front by number 9, covered up by Miles once again. This time with 4:06 left to go.
Mitch Miles is able to eat that up, and a whole new line change coming for KU. 5 fresh legs again. And that's what happens. You need 5 new legs when you're playing most of your game in your D zone. The back skating gets you tired, gets you really tired and gas. You're spending about a minute 30 in your own D zone skating. So Mitch Miles is doing a good job of just stopping these pucks, not playing them out, because he knows that he needs fresh defenders in front of him.
As it looks like it'll be icing on Kansas. Instead, it'll be waved off. Number 30 for the Blue Jays comes out to plate, trying to wrap it around over to Johnson, but holding the line there was Duso. As it's thrown to the corner, John Feeney on it, who finds Malcolm Johnson. Johnson trying to curl around the other way, gets it over to Jonah Kim. Kim getting pressured in the corner. Johnson goes in to help him out, trying to fight that puck loose. The battle still along the boards. And it looks like Jonah Kim will come up with it. As Kim throws it back over to Johnson. Johnson still battling for it along the boards, but it looks like the Blue Jays now take it away. And then a big hit there by Caleb Dusso. And then it looks like Johnson's going to jump in for the physical play. Now over to Dusso in the corner. Caleb Dusso tried a backhand shot right on the doorstep, but it's going to be turned aside there by number 30, Jonah Kim. Around over to Feeney. Feeney tried to find it up to Johnson with a shot. And then making the save was number 30, but it's going to be sent up over to number 12. As it's going to be wrapped around the boards over to Griffin Barker now. Barker trying to get it up over to Adler, but it's going to be sent back the other way where Caleb Dusso will play it for the Jayhawks now. Over to Hearn. Off the boards, trying to find Barker. As it's going to be thrown back behind the net, Vitopka with it. Vitopka over to Hearn. Hearn rips one through traffic, and it looks like it's going to be sticked aside by number 30. Alex Adler to Vitopka again, a shot blocked up front. Vitopka will cycle the puck back over to Dusso in the corner to Hearn. Back to Adler. Adler shoots one, and it looks like it'll be held onto by number 30. So the Jayhawks starting to generate a little bit of chances here.
Yeah, good looks. 2 great shots, stoppages, but, you know, and also having about a minute and a half ago, but a great open ice hit by Caleb Dusso. Great physical play to get a little momentum. That's what happens. They get a nice little hit, and look, now you already have 2-3 shots from that. So it's good to see there's still life and energy in this Jayhawk hockey team. About 1:55 left in the second period.
So the face-off won by Kansas as it was thrown to the corner. Griffin Barker trying to win the race there. Instead, the Blue Jays will get it as it's going to be wrapped around by number 6. And it looks like Adler will pick it up. Adler throwing it right to the corner. Griffin Barker unable to win the race there, but it looks like the Blue Jays will end up icing the puck here with 1:28 left to go. As 7-1 is still our score.
The faceoff will come in Creighton D zone. Let's see if Jayhawks can win this faceoff and set up a play as we can continue these few last-minute shots that we've been putting up. Just trying to bring this game closer in any way we possibly can.
As it's won back over to Schubert, who tried to throw it over to Reinhardt, and a shot right on the doorstep there by Jackson Reed. A great chance there, just going wide. It's going to be number 6 with it now, up on the left wing. Number 6 for the Blue Jays, fan on the shot as Pendleton was there to pressure him. So he's going to have a battle in the corner. As it's Fontanetta skating it up for the Jayhawks. Fontanetta. He'll cut to the left before dropping it back over. It looked like he tried to get a pass for Reinhardt. Nice stick play there by Schubert. Forces the play to go to the corner. Off the shot, it went wide as Reinhardt dodges one man. He's going to skate back behind the Kansas net. Race Reinhardt, a headman pass, and it looks like it's going to be up to Fontanetta. Fontanetta, a shot from a weird angle, kicked away there. As the puck gets sent back, it'll be Zach Roberts on it. Thrown back into the zone, it's going to be Ben Williams skating it up. Around to Roberts. Roberts, headman pass up to Feeney. Feeney with speed, able to hold it in, but the Blue Jays quickly send it back out. This time it'll be number 22 skating it down. Try to make a move around one man. Zach Roberts in the way, and that's going to do it for the second period as the Blue Jays will skate off with a 6-goal lead. 7-1 is the score. I'm Gabe Daniel. Joining me on the call today is Richie Obaid, and we'll be back in just a little bit for the third and final period of play. back inside Baxter Arena for period number 3. The Blue Jays coming out onto the ice with the 7-1 lead. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid. And Richie, what do the Jayhawks have to do in this third period, being down by 6?
Yeah, I think we just need to get anything we can on net. We have to get out of our own D zone. It's been the whole story of this whole road trip here in Omaha, Nebraska. We cannot get over our own D zone. In the last period, we spent over 15 minutes, 14 minutes, give or take, in our own D zone. And that just, if you want to make a comeback down 6, you got to get out of your D zone, Gabe. So I just think we need to get pressure, we need to get shots on, and just see what we can do. I mean, 20 minutes, if they can score 7 goals, why can't we?
You're exactly right. And one of the players that was just the most energized coming onto the ice, being down 6, is none other than Will Vitopka. And just the intensity that that guy brings is something that the Jayhawks really need to lean on right here. As it's going to be number 19 for the Blue Jays, wrapping it around to number 18, back over to number 11. 11 back to 19, who tried a headman pass, and it connects with number 20. And a nice diving poke check there by Alex Adler as it's off the boards over to Johnson, who then finds Hearn. Hearn got it up to Feeney. Feeney wrapped it around the boards. Number 30 came out to play it, left it for number 11. As it's going to be number 19 with it. A nice stick lift there by Jonah Kim. Frees the puck up, but the Blue Jays dump it right back down, and here's Will Vitopka. Shot out of a cannon. He's going to come in with speed on the left wing. Vitopka shoots one through traffic, and it looks like it was blocked up front. Vitopka again trying to keep it in the zone for the Jayhawks. As it's going to be a saucer pass over to number 20. Nice poke check there by Duso. Either way, the Blue Jays still with possession here. As it's going to be back over to Duso. Throwing it to center ice, looking for a pass over to Jackson Reed. Instead, the Jayhawks will have to circle back. It's going to be Hearn, losing control, turned over to number 21. Racing to the corner there is Jackson Reed, applying pressure. Caleb Duso takes it away. Now Duso spins off one hit, gets the pass over to number 13, and then Miles will cover that one up.
With 18:25 left in this third period. Quick start for Creighton again. We're just skating in our D zone. But Vitonka, it did come out fast. He got a shot up, got deflected, but you know, it's good to see that. It's good to see that we're still trying, still fighting. So, face off in our D zone with 18:07 left in this third period.
As it's going to be number 13 with it. Over to 3. As number 3 skates it in, shoots one, kicked away there by Miles. And in the corner, number 21 will have it. A shot that went wide. It's going to be Alex Adler on the puck. Adler getting it back over to Williams. It's going to be a battle in the corner as the Jayhawks still trying to fight that puck out of the zone. And it'll be number 13 for the Blue Jays with it now. He's pressured off. A nice poke check there by the Jayhawk defense as Feeney got it up to Walsh. Now Walsh down the center, has it poked away. Johnson's able to get it in. Quickly forced back out. It's going to be a headman pass up over to number 6. Getting there first was Ben Williams. He throws it off the boards up to Johnson, who then gets it over to Walsh. Walsh plays it off the boards, dumping it in, as it'll be number 30 for the Blue Jays, trying to play it around. As intercepting a pass there was Griffin Barker, gets it over to Schubert. Schubert lost an edge there. And a nice hit there by Barker, as it's going to be number 7 with it. Number 7. Toe drags around, gets a drop pass over to number 22, who then gets it over to 14. 14 shoots one, and it's going to be blocked there by Will Vitopka. And it hits him in the knee, and he is down and in pain.
Great play by Vitaka. Down 6, still giving up his body to get a block. Slow to get up, still down on the ice. Again, that's just something, it's amazing to see when you're down 6 and you're still putting your body on the line for the team. He's finally back to his feet.
So it's good to see that he's all right. As he just blocked that one with his knee, he's going to skate off with a little bit of a limp, and he'll get an applause here just as they're able to see the sacrifices he's made for his team today. So 16:28 left to go here in the game. 7-1 our score. As Creighton once again having all the answers this morning. Very early game here in Baxter Arena as Feeney was trying to free the puck up over to Kim. Pendleton even trying to go to work in the corners. He's able to sit someone down. Pendleton playing the body there again. As it's played around over to Johnson. Johnson off the boards trying to find Duso. It finds its way out. As it's then thrown into the corner. It's going to be Duso on it. He gets it up over to Johnson. Malcolm Johnson on the left wing. Gets it over to Pendleton. Pendleton tried to throw one on net from the blue line. But it looked like it was blocked up front. But it will be Malcolm Johnson across to Feeney. Feeney backhands that one into the zone. That'll get a change going for the Jayhawks. And it looks like it's passed up to number 17. A shot just squeaks right through the 5-hole of Miles. And makes it 8-1 with 15:09 left to go.
Now we just squeaked by the 5-hole, as you said. And Miles, he thought he originally had it covered up, but puck just kept swirling, and squeaks by. And now it's an 8-1 game. As the clock is still running here in the arena, it is now showing 14:52 and counting. It's 8-1, so maybe you just want to get in this game on the road again.
As the faceoff is won by Kansas, it was Jackson Reed just throwing that into the corner. He was racing after it. It was Brandon Fontanetta. This is going to be sent all the way back. Cole Walsh to pick it up for the Jayhawks. Walsh try to find a headman pass up for Reed. It'll go all the way down, and an icing called on Kansas.
Again, the clock is not stopping here. Just trying to get this game going. It's 8-1, so 14:08 and counting in this game, the third period. Face-off will be in Kansas D zone.
And it looks like the clock's still ticking down.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to get this game going. This is the second time where the clock should have stopped and it hasn't.
And a shot just from the blue line goes over the net here, and it looks like Miles will cover that one up.
Yeah, the clock's just rolling. It's a continuous clock now in this third period. It's 8-1 game. You know, I guess you could say it's good to get this game done, but it's also bad because, you know, there's still guys trying to earn their stripes, trying to get playing time, just trying to figure it out. So, but it's not our decision. So 13-15 and counting. Face off in KUD zone, 8-1 game.
And it looks like it's Juan over to Vitopka off the face-off. He's going to come down on the left wing with speed. He'll make a toe drag, move forward, trying to backhand shot off the back door. It'll be Ben Williams with it now. Williams. Over to Adler, trying to center that one to, I believe that was Griffin Barker, and just in the slot. Now Vitopka trying to backhand this one. Vitopka really fighting, doing as much as he can. As it's going to be dumped into the zone. Around over to number 19, who then left it for number 11. Number 11 for the Blue Jays skates this one up as it's intended for number 20, but it'll go the length for an icing. So about 12 minutes left to go here in the game.
This faceoff will come in Creighton D zone. This KU is trying to get their second goal of this game, just anything to make themselves feel a little bit better on the road trip back to Lawrence. But it's hard to do that when you're losing 8-1. But again, 12 minutes in the third period and counting.
as the face-off looked like it was won by Creighton originally, but John Feeney racing there as it was wrapped around over to number 9. Now it's going to be Johnson trying to fight that puck loose. Over to number 18. Try to toe drag, but he got poke checked there. Number 18 with a shot. Miles making a save. It's just going to be Kim with a battle in the corner. Shot through traffic, missing the net there as it's Johnson. He was able to chip the puck out of the zone. Feeney sends it right back in, and then it's going to be number 18 with it. Number 18 for the Blue Jays, able to take it away. It's going to be Brandon Fontanetta skating into the zone. Fontanetta takes a shot, blockered away there by number 30, trying to find Feeney on the back door. Was, I believe, Malcolm Johnson. Now Hearn with a saucer pass. It's going to be taken away there by number 20. Number 20 skates it in, and a drive there blocked up front, and losing an edge there was number 6. As Dusso finds it over to Feeney. Feeney finds it to Fontanetta, but the puck finds its way out of play, and we'll get another stoppage here with 10:38 left to go in the third period.
You know, good rush right there. Still getting shots up in this third period, so just doing what we can to still get shots up, see if we get a second goal in this game. With 10:24 and counting, face off in our D zone.
So Brandon Fontanetta to take the face-off for Kansas. He just tosses that one up, and it looks like the Blue Jays win possession. As it hit the chest of Jackson Reed, but quickly fighting that puck out was number 13. So he'll maintain possession as he has it in the corner now. Number 13 stops, waits before trying to make a pass to the point, but Fontanetta, a nice stick lift there, gets it out for the Jayhawks as it's over to Strahan. Strahan trying to find Jackson Reed. Couldn't connect there. It'll be sent the other way. Thrown over to number 6. As number 13, a backhand shot, not on net. Now it's going to be Dusso with it. Dusso off the boards, trying to find Reed. Reed up to Adler. Adler got it out of the zone. That'll get a partial change for Kansas. As it's going to be number 3 coasting in. Poked away there by Schubert. A shot by number 3 off the rebound. Number 21 with the shot, and it looked like Miles got on top of that one.
Great save by Miles in the third period. He's still fighting. He's still trying to do what he can. Still only have Creighton with 8 goals, but still a great save. It's good to see Miles getting working. It's just reps, getting reps.
Unless if they scored on that one, it looked like Miles for sure had that, but the referee headed to the scorer's table, and it looks like the scoreboard now shows 9-1 here.
Wow, well, that was one of the most nonchalant goals that I've ever seen, because we thought it was completely stopped.
And you know, I think it was just more of Creighton not celebrating since they're up by 8 now.
Could be.
As it's going to be Ben Williams with it, getting pushed off the puck there. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty called here. I believe that it's going to be on Kansas. Looks like it'll be number 3, Ben Williams, for roughing.
Things are getting chippy down on the boards. Looks like he just got a little too much energy right there in the hit, so.
It's going to be number 3 and number 13 heading off. I believe it's going to be matching roughing penalties.
Double minors, so.
And, you know, it's just at that point in the game where you're going to have to take them both.
Especially in it says 9-2 game, but 9-1 game, so. We'll be 4-4 hockey for 7:25 and counting left in this third period. Again, a 9-1 game. Again, there's a continuous clock this whole third period.
So they do have to stop it a little bit so they can put the penalties on the scoreboard here in Holland Ice at Baxter Arena.
and 2 minutes double minor, both for roughing. So we'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes.
So, again, Ben Williams for Kansas, and then number 13 for the Creighton Bluejays. This is going to be played off the boards over to Will Vitopka. Vitopka, this time he'll swing down on the right wing. He'll butt and hook around before having to recollect himself as it just barely slipped out. It's just going to be thrown back in. Vitopka a little frustrated there as it's going to be Zach Roberts with it. Roberts getting taken down there by number 12. Cole Walsh now. Cross ice over to Adler. Adler had it taken away from him. It's going to be number 5 with it now. Cross over to number 17. His shot blocked there by Roberts. Now Zach Roberts with it. As it's going to be Roberts over to Feeney. Feeney trying to find Walsh. Couldn't connect on the pass there. As there's just about a minute left on the penalties and about 6 minutes left here in the game overall. Now it's going to be number 17 for the Blue Jays. So he'll shoot that one in. It's going to be covered up there by Johnson. And then a headman pass intended for Feeney. Goes all the way back. No icing. As there's a battle along the corner. Looks like it's number 14 for Creighton who comes up with that one. And the Blue Jays will skate it out. Number 12 coming up on the left wing. Try to pass to center, but Feeney sent it back the other way, and it's going to be Blake Hearn coming up with speed on the right wing. Shaking off the puck, somehow still has it. Hearn over to Duso. Duso rips one. Unable to find the net there, but Jonah Kim will have it. A backhand shot there by Johnson. Right in the slot. Not on net, and number 11 for the Blue Jays will have it. He'll play it around the boards over to number 7 who left it for 20. 20 coming down on the right wing. Number 20 shot. Looks like Miles covered that one up. So it'll still be 9-1 with about 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here.
Again, continuous clock here in the third period, so just continuing to tick even during the stoppage. 9-1 game, as Gabe was saying. Creighton in favor. It'll be an interesting road trip back home. Let's see what the coaches say to the players. We'll be facing Creighton next weekend. Am I correct about that, Gabe?
Yes, you are. It'll be family weekend up at Kansas, too, as Will Vitopka over to Jackson Reed. Jackson Reed with it. He's going to battle back behind the goal line. Reed. Over to Adler, who finds Vitopka. It's just going to be number 1 with it. As it's advanced into the zone, it's going to be Zach Schubert now battling for it. Able to kick it out of the zone. 3:50 left to go. Number 19 up to 20. He toe drags around Pendleton. Number 20 still curling around the net. As it's going to be sent back the other way. Adler trying to get it up to Vitopka. But number 20 taking it. Number 20 with it. Great pressure there by Pendleton as it's sent up to Jackson Reed. Jackson Reed able to throw it into the zone. Comes all the way back. And that'll get a change going for Kansas. Number 11 off the boards, finding number 19. Goes right to the tape of Cole Walsh, and it'll be Brandon Fontanetta picking it up. He'll spin around, getting it out of the zone off the boards. As it's number 13. Back over to Reinhardt, then Fontanetta skates it out. Getting it over to Barker. Barker unable to split through the 2 defenders, and it'll go right back to number 18 for the Blue Jays. Holding the line was Cole. Wall, she throws it right back in over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt unable to win the battle there. It's just going to be a headman pass over to number 9. Pushed off the puck there by number 3, Ben Williams. Number 9 for the Blue Jays, dropping it back over to number 19. 19 with a shot through traffic. Miles covering that one up and then throwing it to the corner. 19 with it again. It looked like it was blocked up front by Barker. Reinhardt up to Barker. Barker couldn't connect. So number 9 for the Blue Jays will take it once again. Dropping it back over to number 13. A shot punched away there by Miles. Now over to Barker. Barker lofts that one into the zone where number 30 will leave it. As it's going to be number 18. Sending it up and unable to break up that play was number 11, Caleb Dusso. Number 6 all alone, and a save there by Mitch Miles. Dusso off the rebound. Back behind his own net, he'll skate it around. Dusso, a headman pass trying to find Feeney. And it looks like it'll be covered up there by number 30 with a minute 30 left to go here in the game. Still 9-1 as the clock is just slowly making its way down.
This one is slow as cogs, I bet, for Kansas hockey, as it's now 1:19 and counting in period 3.
As it's thrown to the corner, John Feeney going to race for it. As it's passed around to number 3 for the Blue Jays. Number 3 getting pressured. Is Kim trying to pressure him off the puck. It'll be number 17 with it. A shot blocked to front, rode the glass, and then Johnson able to get it out. Got it up to Feeney. Back over to Johnson. Trying to find it over to Roberts. Feeney with it. Feeney left it for Adler. Adler shoots one, and it's going to be punched away there by number 30. As it's going to be sent to the corner. Adler finding it over to Roberts. Roberts trying to fight in the corner. Now Dusso chops it back in. Johnson on the puck now for Kansas.
15 seconds left in this third period.
So it's going to be up to 17, who finds it over to 3. 3's going to skate it back in. He'll try to make a fancy move over to number 22, and a poke check there by Dusso. 3 seconds left to go, and that'll pretty much do it for the weekend series, where Creighton takes this game 9-1, completing the weekend sweep, as the Jayhawks will look to bounce back next weekend as they're back at home against Creighton again. So hopefully able to regroup and make the season series even. Again, I'm Gabe Daniel alongside Richie Obeid. Thank you everyone for taking time out of your weekend to tune in.
Thank you and enjoy NFL Sunday.